Welcome to my channel. Today I am going to take a problem on profit and loss adjustment account. After the preparation of final accounts, if we find that there are certain errors relating to recording of interest on capital, drawings, salary or commission of a partner, we have to compensate or we have to make up for that error by preparing profit and loss adjustment account, or we can either adjust directly in the, or we can compensate the error directly by adjusting directly in the partner's capital accounts. So we just move on to the problem. Here Aravind and Binoy are the partners sharing the profit and losses equally, and their capital account has on 31st December 2010. That is the closing capital, the year ending capital. It's a closing capital. That is 62,000 and 54,000 respectively. Then the profit of the year is given as, there is profit in the, I'm dealing with the respective after there is the drawings also. Profit amount is 20,000 and drawings Aravind the amount is 8,000 and Binoy's amount is 6,000. Subsequently, we have found the following omissions while preparing the final accounts. Omission means these things are not recorded. That is, partners' interest on capital is 6% per annum, interest on drawings 6% per annum. Interest is to be charged on 6 months period. Then Aravind's commission 5,000, Binoy's salary 3,000. So we have to make the necessary adjustments to record the above commissions. So we have to make up for these errors and pass the journal entries and prepare the profit and loss adjustment account and partners capital account. So we can, as I said earlier, we can make the adjustments in two methods, either by preparing profit and loss adjustment account or indirectly make adjustments in the capital accounts of the partner. Firstly, we can move on to how we can make up for error by preparing profit and loss adjustment account. So we have to write a heading as through profit and loss adjustment account. We have to calculate the interest on capital. Here it is the closing capital is given. Interest on capital is calculated on the opening capital. So we have to find out the opening capital. So for this we have to make, or we have to write an heading, that is calculation of partners capital at the beginning. Aravind, like in a statement form we have to write, we have to make the calculation. Then for Aravind and Binoy, then capital at the end. Capital at the end, it's given the question 62,000 and 54,000. So we have written this one and we have to less the profit already adjusted. The profit amount is 20,000. It's given the question as 20,000 and it is given as the profit is sharing the profits and losses equally. The partners are sharing the profits and losses equally. So we are dividing this 20,000 profit equally between the partners. So one partner will get 10,000 and another will also get 10,000. That is 20,000 divided by 2. By lessing the, or by deducing the capital at the end from the loss profit, we get the amount as 52,000 and 44,000 respectively. From this we have to add drawings. Drawings amount for the partners given the question is Aravind 8,000 and for Binoy 6,000. So we have written this and we have added that one. The added amount is the capital at the beginning. So it's 60,000 and 50,000 respectively. Then we have to calculate the interest on capital at 6%. Here there is no months are return on for calculating the interest on capital. So interest on capital is calculated for the whole year. So we do not have to take the months. So here 60,000 into 6 by 100. 60,000 is the capital into 6 by 100. That's the right. Will give the 3,600 amount. Again 50,000 into 6 by 100 gives 3,000. Then we have to calculate the interest on drawings at 6% for 6 months. So the drawings amount for the first partner is 8,000. So 8,000 into 6 by 100, the right, into 6 months it is written. So 6 by 12. The amount will be 240. For the next partner, it is drawings amount is 6,000. So 6,000 into 6 by 100 into 6 by 12 gives the amount 180. Then we can move on to journals. We have to write the heading as Book of Aravind and Binoy Journal. Then we have to draw the format of journal, that is a date, particulars, ledger folio, that is the number of the ledger, debit amount, credit amount. Then the date is 2010. All entries are made in the year ending date, that is 2010 December 31. The first is relating to the interest on capital. Adjusting the interest on capital. It is adjusted by passing the journal entry. Profit and loss adjustment account debited to Aravind's capital to Binoy's capital account. So the debit amount is respective partners interest on capital. We have already calculated as 3,600 and 3,000. So we have written in the credit side respective partners amount. By adding these one, we get the amount 6,600. That is, we have to write in the debit side. Then the next entry is relating to interest on drawings. The adjustment entry is Aravind's capital account debtor, Binoy's capital account debtor to profit and loss adjustment account. Narration we have to write is amount of interest on drawings. The amount for respective partner is 240 and 180. Total amount is 420. Written in the credit side. The next is relating to commission, adjustment of commission. So the entry is profit and loss adjustment account debited to Aravind's capital account. Amount of commission. Amount is 5,000 debit and 5,000 credit. Then the next comes for salary, adjustment of salary with regard to Binoy. The entry is profit and loss adjustment account debited to Binoy's capital account. Journal narration is amount of salary. Amount is 3,000 and 3,000. Then we have to just make one gap for writing one entry. Then we can move on to the preparation of profit and loss adjustment account. Here the two items are written on the debit side. So first of all, to Aravind's capital and Binoy's capital, that is interest on capital. The separate amount is shown on the inner column, total amount in the amount column. Then the next thing is relating to the commission. So Aravind's capital, we have to write it as Aravind's capital hyphen commission, amount is 5,000. Then Binoy's capital, the salary amount we have written, the 3,000. Then in the credit side, there is drawings amount. So capital interest on drawings, Aravind, Binoy, 240, 180, total 420 written in the amount column. Then by totaling the debit and credit side, the debit side is more, that is the total is 14,600 minus credit side gives amount 14,180. So it is equally divided. Profit and losses are equally shared. So 14,180 divided by 2 gives 14,180 divided by 2 gives 7,090 and 7,090. That is adjusted to both the partners. Then we have to prepare the partners capital account. We have to draw the format, date, particulars, Aravind Binoy, date, particulars, Aravind Binoy. Then the opening capital, it is to be credited, that is 2000, date is 2010 December 31. Balance brought on amount is 62,000, 54,000. Then the adjustments we have made in the profit and loss adjustment account. That is profit and loss adjustment account relating to interest on capital, 3,600, 3,000. We are separately shown in the respective capital accounts. Then commission, then salary, then interest on drawings to debitor, loss also shown. The total of credit is more, that is 70,600 and 60,000 minus debit side gives the balance amount, that is 63,270 and 52,730. I will give the remaining part of the question in the next class. Okay, thank you.